Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about factoring. And factoring is basically the inverse or the opposite of distributing. So when we distribute, like in our first example, 3 across the parentheses of 2x plus 5, okay, 3 times 2x is 6x and 3 times 5 is 15, so it gives us 6x plus 15. Okay? When we factor, okay, we do the reverse. So we pull out that 3 that we multiplied into 2x plus 5. Okay, we pull that out. Okay, that's known as our greatest common factor. Okay, that's our greatest common factor, and that's the first step that you need to take when factoring. So if I pull out that 3, that's going to leave 3 out of 6x leaves 2x, and 3 out of 15 is 5. Alright, let's practice. So the thing that I can pull out, the greatest common factor out of 6x and 8 is 2. So if I pull 2 out, that leaves 3x plus 4. Example number 2. My greatest common factor, although 5 is a factor of both 30 and 15, it is not my greatest. 15 is actually my greatest common factor. So if I pull out 15, that's going to leave 2x and a negative 1. Remember, you can always check your answers by distributing back in your head. 15 times 2x is 30x. 15 times negative 1 is negative 15. Okay, example number 3. To factor this problem, I need to ensure that the first term inside of my parentheses is always positive. So here, although I can pull out 12, that would leave a negative x inside of my parentheses. So because 12 is a factor of both negative 12 and 36, I'm going to actually pull out a negative 12. Okay, so if I pull out a negative 12 times x gives me a negative 12x. What do I multiply times negative 12 to get a positive 36? Well, a negative 3. Okay, that's really all there is to it. You want to make sure that this first term inside your parentheses is always positive. Okay. Go ahead, check your work. Okay, try number 4 through 9. Very quickly pause the video, and then when you're ready to begin again, restart it and we'll check our work. Go ahead and check your answers, guys. Make sure that you did everything correctly. If you'll notice on number 6, make sure that you pulled out a negative 9, and on number 9 you pulled out a negative 8. Alright, sometimes the terms in a polynomial may have a common variable, so sometimes you can pull out the variable. Like in our first example here, in 2x squared plus 3x, okay, if we multiplied x times 2x, it would give us 2x squared, and x times 3 gives us 3x. Okay, the same thing, just like we did before, you can pull out that x. When you do, that would, if you pull out that x, that leaves 2x plus 3. Look at our example problem number 10. Okay, I can tell right away that I can pull out just an x. Okay, so I'm going to pull out x, which will leave x inside x plus 9. Pretty simple. Okay. On 11, okay, I can pull out a negative x. Again, you still want that first term inside your parentheses to always be positive, so I'm going to pull out a negative x, okay, which is going to leave a positive 3x inside my parentheses minus 2, because a negative x times 3x gives me a negative 3x squared, and a negative x times a negative 2 gives me a positive 2x. Okay. Example number 12, I can pull out x squared out of both of these because there is an x squared in both of these. When I pull out x squared from 5x to the third, okay, that just leaves 5x. And then when I pull out x squared from 6x squared, that just leaves a 6. Okay. Go ahead and try example problems number 13 through 18. Pause the video. When you're ready to check your answers, go ahead and push play again. Ready to check your answers? Here we go. Alright. Now, sometimes you can pull out both a number and a variable. Okay, so look at number 19. I can pull out both an x and a 2 out of both of these. So if I pull out 2x, okay, 2x from 2x squared just leaves x, and 2x from 8x just leaves a 4. So 2x times x plus 4 is the factors of 2x squared plus 8x. Number 20. I can pull out an x and a 6 out of both of these. So if I pull out 6x, okay, 6x from 6x to the third leaves x squared. 6 out of a negative 18x leaves a negative 3. Example 21. Looking at all three of those, I can tell that I can pull out at least one x, and I can also pull out what looks to be like 3. So let's try that. 3x. 3x times what gives me 15x to the third? Well, that would be 5x squared. So 5x squared. 3x from 9x squared leaves me 3x as well. So 3x times 3x is 9x squared. Remember, when you're multiplying variables with exponents, you add the exponents when multiplying. When you divide variables with exponents, you subtract. So 3x into negative 18x leaves just a negative 6. Okay? So the factor of 15x to the third plus 9x squared minus 18x is 3x times 5x squared plus 3x minus 6. Okay. Go ahead and practice number 22 through 27 very quickly. Pause the video. When you're ready to check your answers, push play again. Ready to check your answers? Here we go. Take a second, make sure that you got them all correct. You'll notice on 27, I want that first term inside my parentheses to be positive, so I pulled out a negative 9. Alright.